Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Namaste. Now we move on to the next chapter, Vakya Vidhanam. This is the 19th chapter of Natya Shastra, which talks about the mode of address and intonation. So, what are the different modes of address? How do you address a person? What are the varieties of intonation? How these are to be used in a drama while presenting a drama, and how the characters have to address the other characters, and all these elements are given in this chapter. Evam bhasha vidhanam tu maya proktam dvijottamaha. He says, already I have spoken about the bhasha vidhana. Punar vakya vicharam tu laukikam sannibhodata. He says, now I am going to talk about Vakya Vichara, and this is based on the popular modes of address. Uttamair, Madhyamair, Nichair, Ya Sambhashya, Yatha Naraha, Samana Utkrishtahinascha, Natake Tan Nibodhatha. He says, how the people, the persons, the mode of address of the people, in which persons of equal nature, superior or inferior status in a play are to be addressed by those of superior, medium and inferior class. So, already he has given you the three classes, Uttama, Madhyama, Adhama, and how they have to address the other persons. These explanations of Uttama, Madhyama, Adhama are given in the later chapters. So, when we read those chapters, we will know the characters who are Uttama, who are referred as Madhyama, and who are referred as Adhama. Then he says, Devanam api ye deva mahatmano maharshayah bhagavanniti te vachya yastesham yoshitas tatha. As the great sages are adorable even to the gods, they are to be addressed as Bhagavan, Holy One, and their wives are also to be similarly addressed. So, generally it is Bhagavan, Bhagavati. The next sloka is Devascha Linginaschaiva Nana Shruti Dharascha E Bhagavan iti te vachyaha purushaihi stribhirevacha. He says, gods, persons wearing sectarian teachers' dresses, and persons observing varied vows are to be addressed as Bhagavan by men as well as women. Then comes the noble Brahmins. Aryeti Brahmanam Bhruyan Maharajeti Parthivam Upadhyayeti Cha Acharya Vriddham Thateti Chaivahi. The Brahmin is to be addressed as Arya, noble one, and the king is to be addressed as Maharaja. The teacher is to be addressed as Acharya, a professor, and addressing an old man like father, Tata. Then he talks about Brahmins addressing the king. Brahmins may address the kings at their pleasure by their names. This should be tolerated because the Brahmins are adored by the kings. So they might be the learned persons who recite the Vedas, and so they are eligible to address the kings by their names, he says. Chandato namabhir vachya brahmanaistu naradhipaha takshamyam tu mahipalaihi yasmat pujya dvijaha smritaha. Then how do the Brahmin address the ministers? He says a minister is to be addressed as Amatya or Sachiva, and by others, inferior category, he is to be addressed as Arya. So the inferior people can address the ministers as Arya. The superior people can address them as Amatya and Sachiva. Then addressing the equals. So one is to address one's equal by the name, he says. And the privileged inferiors, how do they address the superior? A superior person may, however, be addressed by the name by the inferior person. When they are privileged to do or to address by the name, you can. So Bharata has given options here. Wherever you see, he gives the rules and regulations, but at the same time, he gives a general option of, if not this, the other one. Then addressing the employees, artisans and artists, men and women in one employment, artisans are to be addressed according to their status. Then addressing the persons of respect, a respectable person to be addressed as honored sir, and slightly less can be like a comrade. Persons of equal status like Vayasya, brother, so now we say bro, like that Vayasya. And a low person is like, hey man, like that, Hambo, Hande, Hajje, we have in Prakrit, if you see the Prakrit texts. Then the charioteer addressing the chariot rider. Chariot rider should always be addressed as a long-lived one, Ayushman. Here in our parlance we have to address our drivers as Ayushman, because he is the person who is taking us and he has to live long. So that is the idea. An ascetic or a person who has attained beatitude, Prashanta, is to be addressed as Sadhu, blessed person. Then the prince is to be addressed as Swamin, and the other young princes can be addressed as Bhartradharaka. They are all young masters. Then inferior persons are to be addressed as Saumya, pleasing one, Bhadramukha, auspicious looking one, preceded by the term O. Hey, oh, we say no, same way. And addressing the persons by their occupation or by birth. In a play, a person is to be addressed by a term appropriate to his birth or to his occupation practiced by him. Addressing a son or a disciple or a son is to be addressed by the guru or the father as Vatsa, Putraka, Tata, or by his own name or the clan name, Gotra name. Addressing Buddhists and Jain monks, Nigrantha, that is the Buddhists and the Jain monks, Nirgrantha, are to be addressed as Bhadanta, blessed sir. Addressing the other sect persons in their own rules, he says, by their own rules, however they can. And people addressing the king is to be addressed by the servants as well as the subjects as Deva, Lord. But when he is an overlord of all the other kings, he is to be addressed by his servants as Bhatta, sir. Sages and others addressing the king. The king is to be addressed by sages, Rishi, as king, Rajan, or by the patronymic term. So he says it is to be by the rishis as Rajan or by their own lineage. And a jester addressing the king, it is Vayasya, O friend, or Rajan, because sometimes the jesters are of the same age group of the king. They are sakhas, friends. So naturally they address as Vayasya, Bho Vayasya. The jester addressing the queen and her maids, it is to be by Bhavati. Oh, Bho Bhavati. The king addressing the jester, again the king addresses the jester as Bho Vayasya. Women addressing their husband. By all women in their youth, the husband should be addressed as Aryaputra. But in other cases, the husband is to be addressed simply as Arya. And in case of his being a king, he may be addressed as Maharaja also. So these are the three types given for women addressing her husband who is a king. Then addressing the elder and younger brothers. The elder brother should be addressed as Arya, the noble one, and younger brother like one's own son. So he can be even called by the name. And thus the modes of address by male characters are given here. Also women characters Bharata explains. Of course he has given the women addressing her husband. Here again the characters, female ascetics and goddesses are to be addressed as Bhagavati. So how the women characters are to be addressed? He says, then wives of respectable seniors and of kings, officers are to be addressed as Bhavati, O lady. Addressing an accessible woman, that is Gamya, with the term Bhadre, an old lady as Amba. Addressing a king's wife. In a play, king's wife are to be addressed by the servants and attendants as Bhattini, Swamini, or Devi. These are the different terms based on their hierarchy. Then comes the term Devi. He says should be applied to the chief queen Mahishi by her servants as well as by the king. The remaining wives are to be addressed as Swamini. Then he says unmarried princes are to be addressed by their handmaids as Bhartradarika. Then how do you address a sister? Elder sister is to be addressed as Bhagini and younger sister as Vatsa. Then addressing a Brahmin lady or a female ascetic, the nun Lingastha, female ascetic Vratini, and they are to be addressed as Arye. And addressing one's own wife as Arye, referring to her father's name or her son's name. Women addressing their equals, women friends among their equals are to be addressed, called by one another with the word Hala, which has now changed to hello, like we have in English. Hala. By a superior woman, a handmaid is to be called as Hajje. And addressing a courtesan by her attendants as Ajuka. And when she is an old woman, she is to be addressed by the other characters in the play as Atta. So we have the term Attai now, right? In Tamil we have Attai. Like that, Atta. Addressing wife while in love making, it can be Priya, Priye, but the priests and merchants, they will be addressing their wives as Arye. So, in love making, the wife may be addressed as Priye by all except the king. Then the priests will be addressing as Arye. And Bharata says the playwright should assign significant names to the characters which they create, which are not well known characters. When they create a character, they have to assign a proper name for them. Then the Brahmins and Kshatriyas in a play should be given according to their clan or profession, names ending in Sharman or Varman. So still we have the Gotra, the name based on the Gotra as Sharma, Sharman. That is replaced by Varman. The names of the merchants should end in Datta. To the warriors should be given the names indicating much valor, he says. Then naming the king's wives and courtesans. The king's wives should be given names with the idea of victory, Vijaya. And the courtesans' names should end in Datta, Mitra, Sena, etc. We have Vasanta Sena. Like that, there are many names which end in Datta and Mitra and Sena. Then he says, names of various flowers should be given for the handmaids as their names. names of menials should bear the meaning of auspiciousness. So we have terms, names such as Saubarnika, which are related to flowers. Naming the superior persons, they have to be given names of deep significance so that their deeds may be in harmony with such names. So, Bharata not only gives the addressing the names, how to address the people, he also gives the idea for naming that person. So, if it is a fictitious character, you have to name that person accordingly. We have the Malati Madhava. There are many characters in that drama. Beautiful names are given. Same way, we have Anasuya and Priyamvada, friends of Shakuntala. We have different names for the maids given by Kalidasa and other authors. So, the superior persons, their names should have deep significance, that we understand their names through understand their deeds through their names. Then how do you name the other persons? The rest of the persons should be given names suitable to their birth and profession. Jati cheshtanurupani sheshanam api yojayet. Namani purushanam tu strinam choktani tattvataha. So, the names are to be given to men and women properly as described, he says. Evam nama vidhanam tu kartavyam kavibhistvata. By the playwright, the names are to be given as told by me, says Bharata. After knowing exhaustively everything about the rules of the language in a drama, he says one should practice recitation, which is to have 6 varieties of alankaras. So, now the alankaras for recitation is given here. So, earlier we saw how to address the male characters, then how to address the female characters, and how to name the characters, and now the qualities of recitation. Patya guna. He says, Patya gunani idanim vakshyamaha. Patya gunani idanim vakshyamaha. Tadyata saptaswara trini sthanani chatvaro varnaha dvivida kakuhu shad alankaraha shad angani. Tesham idanim lakshanan abhivyakyasyaamaha. He also gives the lakshanas. Tatra saptaswaraha. Now, he is starting with the saptaswaras. So, he says, I shall now describe the qualities of recitation. There are 7 notes, 3 voice registers, 4 varnas, 2 ways of intonation, kaku, 6 alankaras and 6 angas. And now he moves on to the 7 notes. They are Shadja, Rishabha, Gandhara, Madhyama, Panchama, Dhaivata and Nishada. These are to be used in different sentiments, he says. Ete raseshu upapadyaha. How do they suit the different rasas? He says, Hasya shringarayoho karyau swarau madhyama panchamau. So, in the comic and the erotic sentiment, the notes should be made as Madhyama and Panchama. Shadja Rishabhau. तथा चैव वीर रौद्र adbhuteshu tu. So in Veera, Raudra and Adbhuta, Shadja and Rishabha are to be used. Then Gandharascha, Nishadascha, Kartavyau Karune Rase. In presenting the Karuna Rasa, Gandhara and Nishada are to be used. Dhaivataschaiva Kartavyo Bibhatse Sa Bhayanake. Then Daivata has to be used in Bibhatsa and Bhayanaka Rasa. Namaste.